Hello once more. I'm gonna get straight into this video. Just know everything that I do say isn't actually canon. So none of this is actually confirmed by the literal creator. So just to let you guys know that, because, this is just a little theory of mine, or known as a headcanon. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. Anyways, back to the video.
So there's this famous game on Roblox that is known to be Danny's World. And it's a cutesy game from the outside, but in the inside, when you start going inside of the elevators and you start doing these floors, it starts getting creepier and creepier, having these things that are called twisteds and mains. So if you haven't heard of it, I don't know what to tell you because this is not a summary. So, go check it out. Go check out the game. It's really good. It's just on Roblox, and it's a cutesy game. But when you actually play it, it gets really horror. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. But for the people that do know what Danny's World is, have you ever wondered how Roger died?
And why exactly is he in a capsule? Well, I wonder to myself this a lot of the time. He's pretty similar to 𝓢𝓗𝓞𝓤𝓣𝓩 because they don't do much until you trigger them. So I guess that's pretty cool. But on to the main question, why exactly is Roger inside of a capsule, and what exactly happened? A lot of people have been talking about this type of theory, or on a headcanon on what did happen, and this is not going to tell a story on what, exactly happened, because, I don't really tell stories on what happened. I just want to support my evidence on this is why Roger was shoved into a capsule. Now, if you haven't read the thumbnail, yeah, I think that Roger was shoved into a capsule, and not lightly either. Just like the other twisteds, for example, Shelly was also pretty gruesome for having her other torso being replaced by literal ichor, and I find that pretty sick. Now, what exactly is Roger? His character is known to be a magnifying glass, being a detective. He's also well known to be collecting extra ichor. So they use him as a profitable device to promote buying ichor. Now, his ability is passive, meaning you don't have to have a button for it. It just automatically happens. Now, what exactly is Roger's appearance whenever he's a twisted? His twisted showcase a capsule with no exact stripes, and a regular capsule have tape stripes over it or wrapped around it. So it's quite obvious when you do spot Roger and you want to let your teammates know before they all get tricked. So what exactly is Roger's appearance when you do open him? When you open Roger, it has a figure having his lower half of his body fully covered in ichor and having the bottom of between his feet being immediately spread out with ichor, almost like it's shot out. I also do want to mention how the ichor, whenever it spreads out on the ground when he does appear, it's almost like all that pressure of ichor has just now been released for where he's been shoved in, for where all of that ichor have been sitting there for days and years, or even more, just waiting to get opened. Now, this kind of reminds me of a genie, for where a simple genie would be having a huge appearance but stuck in a tiny bottle. It kind of reminds me of the capsule. So it's quite interesting on how his appearance is similar to a genie. Now, another key thing that I do want to have to mention is that whenever a soul or a being of some sort has unresolved tension with someone or something, or is trapped, usually the bones of that creature or just an object in general, for example, a haunted house, they would usually be trapped inside of this building or object. And just like with Roger, he cannot leave at all. Now, if you don't know, inside of the game, he cannot move at all. I've never seen him move, and I never will see him move because he's not supposed to be moving at all. Although in the roleplay server, he can move, but in-game, though, I've never seen him move. Now, as I was saying with the unresolved situation, Roger must have some unresolved situation with Dandy. All twisteds do. All of the twisteds do. Don't get me started on the mains. All of the mains have unresolved information with Dandy. Dandy is the main cooperation, the main opponent, the main protagonist. They all have unfinished business with Dandy, because they were tortured, suffered, and possibly much more. So it won't be quite the surprise to me how Roger has unfinished business with Dandy himself. Once again, with all that said, none of this is exactly canon. None of this is, I'm telling you, not even an inch of this is canon. At least I've never heard of this being canon. It's just a little theory of mine, you might say, or a headcanon. I like making little headcanons, and this is a really fun project for me because I enjoy Roger as a character. With all that said, I want to say thank you for watching this video. It's a quick one, and thank you for reaching for 5K. I really do appreciate that. Like, be serious, 5K? Oh my god. Now here's some fan art. There has been a lot of recent fan art lately. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. And here is also some shout-outs. Shout-outs to these guys. Go check them out. Their art is cool. They're just a genuine person. And if you want to be in a shout-out next time, all you got to do is just comment. And, I'll just go check you out. And that's basically all you have to do. Anyways, I'm about to get out. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Thank you for all of that.